Hi YouTube, I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And if you would be interested in a personal reading for me, I would love to read for you. Today we will be doing a reading on Joe Biden for November 2021. So if you would be interested in that, stick around. But if you would like a personal reading, definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I am available for personal readings and I would love to read for you. This is my website, so once you reach this page, definitely um, check it out. All right, follow me down here on Instagram. Check out my Twitch where I do monthly horoscope readings. Of course, follow me on YouTube. Become a member of my Patreon where I post more often than anything else. All right. So this is my Patreon, and as you can see, I post here quite often. Um, Also, be sure to check out my Spotify on my podcast, also where you can listen to other topics and things like that, monthly horoscopes. Definitely, you can also check it out on Apple, Google, and other platforms. But this is my Patreon, so I do a lot of different types of readings and energy channelings and astrology videos over here as well that I don't post on my other social media platforms. So I definitely would think about becoming a patron. All right. But this is my store section, so if you would like a personal reading from me, then definitely check out my website, the store section of my website. Here's where you can view all the different rates, services, and products that I offer. As you see, I do birth chart readings, mediumship readings, past life readings, all different types of psychic tarot readings to accommodate your needs. I also do make jewelry. I do candles. All right. I also, of course, do make scarves, and I also sell African black soap, which is an amazing soap for eczema, dry skin. You can also use it on your hair as a shampoo. It is personally the only shampoo that I use on my natural hair, which is right now straightened. All right, so with that being said, you guys, a lot of times in personal readings come first before any content I post. But a lot I've noticed lately in personal readings that people have been asking me to like look into this administration and what it means for them and certain laws getting passed, So I try my best to keep up with the politicians, particularly the presidents of the United States, because that's where I reside from. Sometimes I fall off track because I have so many other platforms and content to keep up with. But I don't know if I did one for Joe Biden for October, but I was like, I don't know. I haven't read him in a while, so let me do one for November. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get right into the reading. I'm going to be doing a tarot reading to see what is in store for Joe Biden for the month of November. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you would like to, follow me on my website, social media pages as well. And let's go ahead and get right to the reading on Joe Biden. Here we are, ready for the reading. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck from any past readings. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, and amen. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more content. Become a member of my YouTube, as well as a member of my Patreon. Check out my Vimeo page. What's coming up for Joe Biden for November 2021? First card I get is the Five of Cups. So I feel like there's something with Joe where it's not that he feels like a failure. He feels like maybe he does kind of feel like a failure in some way. I don't feel like it's in totality as a president. I feel like it's in one particular thing, perhaps. Um, Perhaps it could deal with children of the youth, work, school, education, the organization of things, or some sort of organization in general. But I feel like he made an ultimate move. It feels like a chess move. He made a chess move, and essentially he did what he had to do. But it cost him something. It cost him maybe a few minor players or something like that. But he kind of knew going in. I don't think he just knew. I don't think he knew how much of a loss it would be. In terms of finances and stability, ownership, I do get a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, specifically a Taurus woman. So this could be Kamala. This could be Jill Biden. But there definitely could be a woman behind him in particular. Um, could be guiding or presiding once again over finances, whether these are the finances of the country or Joe Biden's. I'm not sure. It does feel like it could be someone who is a what's the word I want to use, a advisor or something like that of some sort. There is a moving in a direction though, a solid direction in terms of the youth, in terms of children, in terms of communicating something, and it could be this is something that's to be expected or going to happen over the next year with the Ace of Wands coming out. Um, I hear protocol, so it could also deal with protocol. It could, I don't know why I'm also seeing scanning the eye or like scanning your fingers, so it could deal with like scanning, allowing access into buildings or something like that. Showing your badge, so maybe there's less, maybe spreading of like having to touch things. I'm not sure why I see that, but it's like we could see like certain things being put into place, maybe said by Joe Biden himself, where it's like this is how it's going to go for the next year. I feel like it deals with technology though, because I don't know why I keep seeing scanning, like scanning the iris, scanning the eyes, making sure you are who you say you are. Getting a lot of women, alright, this would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Cancer woman, feminine energy. Definitely could be someone connected to his family. Could be definitely Jill, or maybe one of his children, perhaps. I feel like once again, advisor. I get a lot of advisor energy in terms of him in terms of women, in particular. Makes me kind of wonder if there are going to be women's issues that come up, maybe in November in particular, that are at the forefront in some way, or an issue dealing with women, feminine energy. I believe Joe's a Scorpio. This would be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Leo, male or masculine energy. I feel like someone fighting back because they have their sword up. I feel like facing Joe, and it almost looks like they have a castle or a kingdom behind them. Although they could be sitting on a throne, which tells me that either way they're in some position of high status or stature. So they could be a governor, a governor. I don't know why I hear Illinois or like I'm trying to think. Maybe a state in the south, perhaps southeast. Um, I see a reallocation of funding in some way, shape, or form. I feel like it deals with work, school, career, education. Maybe taking money from this and putting it into this instead. Also, could be something dealing with the unemployment percentage. Percentage of people unemployed. Excuse me, oh my god. Having my morning coffee. But I feel like there's something also about trying to like convince people of getting employed, but I think there's something about a marker of like maybe the vaccine or something like that, or getting a vaccine. Like, like it's like we need people to go back to work, but we also need people to maybe get vaccinated or make sure, that there's proper precautions put in place. But maybe that's the wall. There's definitely going to be pushback from the people, maybe whether his people or the public people in general. I feel like it could be a little bit of both for Joe in November. Um, Not necessarily an easy month for him. I feel like there's tension around him and his relationships. I don't know why I feel like I don't know exactly when his birthday is, but I'm seeing a birthday where it's like it's a celebration. Of course, it's another day of life, but there's tension in the air, kind of. I get a King of Wands connected to transitions, endings, perhaps spiritual as well. This would be an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Scorpio. Definitely could be him. But if it's Joe, it doesn't feel like an ending, or it feels like I've got to end this and I've got to move in a new direction. Like, I can't keep doing it this way. I'm just not winning the favor of the people, or I'm starting to become or be seen as a tyrant or a dictator. I feel like there's something where maybe midway through November he realizes he's going in a certain direction and he doesn't want to be perceived that way. So there's like, I need to make a change. All right. Um, there could be some issues or arguments definitely overseas. All right. With states that are crossing boundaries, so maybe the South with the East or the East with the North, I'm not sure. But there's something about taming the fires, like having to tame the fires here and over there, like here and over there. I'm not sure what that means for Joe, but it's like the energy I get. A little bit of a stressful month for him, I feel like. Excuse my window, it's open. But I get the Magician, so I feel like he's really working to get the business industry back up and running and booming, and the work industry and economy back up and running and booming. So I feel like perhaps towards the end of the month of November, there's a turnaround, or I feel like some sort of good news that gives a sense of hope. But I feel like ultimately the purpose of whatever this good news is to get once again the economy back up and running and people working and businesses flourishing. All right. Um, it's kind of a cat and mouse game with Joe because he knows he needs to keep favor with the public, with his public, but at the same time he knows he needs to do things, or has things that he plans to do that are just not going to win favor with the public. So it's really a cat and mouse game. It's really okay. I'm gaining favor with him a bit more. Let's pass this law, that they'll like, and then maybe, a couple weeks later we can get this under the rug, and then we'll plan, this maybe PR extravaganza, to get people, to not pay so much attention to that, and then we'll go into our next campaign. Like, I feel like there's something about that where it's like he kind of has to move a little bit in silence or secret in order to not, like, be completely seen in a negative way perhaps by the public, all right, which I don't think he wants, all right, and maybe, I don't know, we don't want for him, I don't know about you all, but I get in the end it's also about, like, there's other countries watching perhaps, or another country watching that he also needs to gain favor with. So for some reason I feel like he's kind of on his P's and Q's, not just to appease the public, but maybe appease other countries or other outlying, outliers, maybe who could aid perhaps, or maybe there's just a need to gain favor with. Not necessarily be enemies with, definitely. Alright. Alright, Joe, interesting month for you. Alright, we'll just definitely have to see how this plays out. This has been November for Joe Biden. Remember, if you would like a personal reading for yourself, definitely check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I got up early today and I finished my last reading in terms of my books, so my books are clear. So I would definitely get your reading now. Get a candle. We have a full moon coming up tomorrow, which I talked about on Patreon. All right, so definitely get your candles, get your protection candles, love candles, money candles. Get a reading. All right, get a birth chart reading, whatever it is you need. I'm here for you. LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Love and light. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you for your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. Like, subscribe, share. Love and light.